stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Good body in the heart chakra frequency of Anahata. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Wholeness and health. Abide in this frequency as we unblock the heart chakra. Anahata. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. We're gonna get off into this. I hope everybody's doing well, feeling good, and positively charged, regardless and despite the circumstances or conditions, Yesterday, I apologize because yesterday, the mosquitoes ended up, I had to get from outside, man. I had to get from outside. That's why I ended like that, and I didn't end up sharing with y'all what I was supposed to from what we do yesterday, the Christ presence, or whatever we did yesterday. I was supposed to share something with y'all that I wrote. So before we start the protective pillar of light today, I'm gonna still share with y'all what I said I was gonna share. The true Christ or higher self, the all mind, etc., whatever you know it as, it's not an outer sect or religious denomination, group, or entity. It is within us. First of all, it is an aggregation. And aggregation means formation of a number of things into a cluster. Just like the birth process, from an embryo to a fetus to the physical development, that's an aggregation. And the aggregation is a formation of a number of things into a cluster. So we only hear by way of an aggregation of things that occurred for us to be physically present. A cluster of things that have been brought together of spiritual and physical ideas into consciousness, because what we think we create. To establish God in man, a new space of consciousness must be formed. I ain't say state of consciousness, I said space of consciousness must be formed. We must gain an understanding and overstanding of God, generator, operator, destroyer, as spirit, and also must comprehend our own relation to spirit and source energy. Divine mind is always being projected into human, our consciousness. The mind of God begins its activity in us, you and me, as a mental perception, which must go through certain processes, meaning tests or initiations, before it is established in the whole consciousness. This work is based on or influenced by personal feelings, tastes, or opinions, meaning this is a silent interior planning of spiritual ideas. And this could and this could be taken as my opinion, but this fact to me. Which do not make themselves manifest at once, but like yeast in a loaf of bread, in time transform you to a whole loaf of bread. In the outer sense, the Christ consists of all the people. If y'all caught what I did, the Christ consists of all the people. We are the body, in whom divine mind has been erected. Whether or not you belong to a denomination or religion makes no difference, man. We must comprehend from a place that is not made of creeds and forms, nor is contained in walls of wood or concrete. The heart of humanity is the temple of the Spirit of truth. And the Spirit of truth is our guide into truth. When we learn to turn within to the source and spirit of truth that is in each one of us, we become a light and an inspiration. Church. Now we're going to get all on off into the ADK loop, law of life. And how'd I hear y'all? Gotta get this done. You're protective pillar of light. In the beginning, when individuals came forth, there was a natural protection around each one of us. But it was not a self-conscious creation. As discord, as disharmony amongst mankind increased, rents and tears were imposed upon it and diminished more and more till it was practically gone. Now we need to go into action, apply the law, and again build this pillar of protection, this time consciously, like your aura. Build your aura. The more you build your aura, the broader your perimeter of frequency expands. We must again build this pillar of protection, this time consciously. Being a conscious creation, it cannot be dissipated as before. In some teachings, something is known about this protection, but it has been more or less vague. Sometimes it is called tube, belt, or circle. The pillar of light originally was about 9 feet in diameter. It was really the stream of light from the presence or silver cord. As mankind became more and more discordant, the silver cord became smaller and smaller. That was in mercy to the outer self, the flesh, because if too much energy were released into its use, it would, by misqualifying the energy, annihilate itself. And y'all probably don't see this happen in movies where people be decombusting, combusting, or the character in the X-Men, the Phoenix. That's what she be doing. The silver cord is made up of a stream of electronic energy that is the stream of life and the connection of the outer self with its source. It is pure energy, primal life unqualified. It takes on the qualification according to the free will of the individual. This primal life is the elemental substance which is charged or vowed to obey the creative principle, to obey the threefold flame in the heart according to free will. That is how mankind have created discord and also the accumulated good in the causal body. This protective pillar is a tube or pillar of pure light substance, invisible to the ordinary sight, but can be seen with the inner sight, or the first eye. It is not hollow inside like a tube. There is a light all the way through, like a pillar, through and around you, around your body, for a radius of about 3 or up to 9 feet. Condensed at the outer edge like a crust to make it impenetrable to anything not of light. We talking about protection, y'all. Divine love In the beginning, it is usually better to visualize it only 6 feet in diameter until one has gained a momentum. I'm going to back it up. Condensed at the outer edge like a crust to make it impenetrable to anything not of light, anything not of divine love. It is charged in, through, and around the physical body. It extends from above the head to below the feet, giving protection to the inner bodies as well as the physical. Have the feeling, the consciousness of it as a living thing, an action, not as a cut and dry mold or form. It is light and it is vibrating. It can be drawn forth from your presence of life and through daily application. Become absolutely invincible to discord or anything not of light, God or good. Not one thing can go through that pillar of light. You know all evil returns to its sender, right? Woo! When we get out of our own protection around us, it is reverted right back. Otherwise, it is a more lengthy process. There are cases of those known as masters in India who can stand and let someone shoot at them with a .22 caliber rifle. The bullet goes to about 3 feet from the body, flattens, and falls to the ground. We've seen this happen in The Matrix with Neo, with the bullets. This shows it came up against something, an obstruction it could not penetrate. That is the master's pillar of light, which he has drawn around himself. This has been witnessed many times by travelers in India and by Army and Navy men in service. This pillar of light is formed by the release of light energy from the presence, your presence. It is projected from its hands, head, heart, or head, and also by the intensification or expansion of one's own light through the points of light in every cell of your body. Aside from protection, the pillar of light is a constant radiance of perfection pouring off and your body absorbs it. The very atmosphere is like electronic substance. The presence might gather it to make this pillar of light invincible. Then it is up to you to keep the feeling so harmonized that discord won't break through. We should then always maintain harmony in our feelings. Feel good for no reason at all. I feel good to feel good for no reason at all. You hear me? Power of qualification, vision, and attention are your weapons of invincible protection. Speak to your own God presence in love and as you would speak to a father. My beloved, I am presence. Project and establish. Intensify your protective pillar of pure substance of light in, through, and around me. Charged with your invincible protection, all powerful and impenetrable, which keeps me absolutely insulated to everything not of the light. And keep it sustained. Keep me ever sensitive to you and your direction and immune to all imperfect vibratory rates. Ashe. Then picture and visualize it in, through, and around your physical body for about 3 feet or as far as your outstretched arms can reach. See, I'm doing it right now. Y'all just don't know I'm doing it right now because I'm talking to y'all while I'm doing it because it's a mental process. When you feel it has been established, you can then use intensify in place of project and establish. Intensify, 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 intensify. Of course, it must be understood that this pillar of light is an interaction. Therefore, a 4-dimensional activity. The pillar of protection is pliable and will bend or conform to circumstances. It can give protection to you from destructive forces emanating from a person sitting next to you or even touching your physical body. Even watching this video. To charge the body, to recharge yourself quickly, close the pillar of light at the bottom. When you feel sufficiently energized, mentally open it again and have the consciousness of it being open, otherwise one can get an overcharge. Ordinarily, see or visualize it open at the bottom, extending on down below your feet into the earth, except when you are low in energy and feel the need of more energy in which to charge yourself. Then see it closed about 3 feet below the feet. That's why I'm doing this so late, because I had to charge up, man. I had a lot of things coming against me, you know, a lot of shifting in energy was going on, and it was affecting me. It was affecting me not so well. So I had to power up and charge up. You can call to the presence to charge you with Herculean strength and energy. Something like this. My magic I am presence. Charge me with your Herculean strength and energy and perfect health. Or Samson, whoever. You know, something that motivates you and inspires you and you know and give you the burst you need. Whoever, you can call on who you want to, you know. I'm just sharing a process of application. In privacy, you can raise your hands to the presence, and as if you took the substance from the presence, charge it in your world by charging and drawing your hands down at your sides. I call it body scanning. To man, it gives a feeling of actually being done, whereas just speaking alone does not. It helps convince the outer. You gotta convince your outer. You gotta mold. You know, it's either the mind gonna conform to the body, or you're gonna make your body conform to your mind. I'm one that prefers my body to master what my mind tell it, instead of you know me just doing whatever my body tells me to do. You know, that's the undisciplined being. Since it is the feeling that really brings results, it is well to do whatever will give you the feeling of it being done. When you feel replenished, see again the pillar of light open at the bottom. For strength, visualize the ray of light from the present, and in it a touch of blue. When contemplating the present and feel yourself expanding, be sure the pillar of light is open at the bottom. Aside from your call for protection, with your attention held on the presence, which is perfection, that is a protection in itself, because there is no quality or imperfection to attach to or draw in. This pillar can become invincible protection against everything of a discordant quality in the outer world. Thereby, by discordant, I mean anything that makes you unhappy. Thereby, one can be disconnected from the mass pressure of discord or unhappiness of mankind that is in the atmosphere. One must have more than ordinary protection when entering this stream of life. When you walk out your door, you gotta have more than ordinary protection. More than, meaning you gotta have more than your clothes on. This protection is needed. One must have more than ordinary protection when entering this life stream. In the morning, charge yourself with the pillar of light with cosmic divine love. You can charge it to dissolve every particle of discord, of unhappiness you contact that day. At any time you need to do this, do it. Also charge it with acceptance and confidence of power of light. This protection was also called for our beloved Americas by the students and light workers individually and collectively. After the war broke out in 1942, it was seen by some people on board a ship a few miles out into the Pacific Ocean and reported in the newspaper. And with that, stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. We're going to go off into Circle of Blue Flame tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to donate, it's Cash App, Sawoodagod, SAIWOODAGOD. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, because I am. And one.